Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans, where Gabriel's never in the center of his camera. Ever. Because he tilts his camera to the side, and we don't know why.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all that college weight you're putting on. Makes you slide right out of frame.
Yeah, it's just like,
Chloe, what are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! You're not in Australia! Knock it off!
Down under. Hey everybody, what's up?
All right. So, first things first. Who are you, and whose characters are you playing? I think we've seen you all fairly recently, but I don't know if everyone keeps up week to week. So let's do a quick round the table, starting with Chloe. Who are you, and who are you playing?
I'm Fuzzy Freaks, and I'm playing. I've forgotten my character name. Oh God, send help! I haven't logged into anything. I'm busy.
Oh my God, busy.
who am I?
You were sitting there playing with gas masks.
Dell, right? I know I was sitting there. Yeah, and I'm talking to people and things, and there's shit occurring. But yeah, I'm Fuzzy, and I do. I'm Delanora, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my own character name. Woo! Who's like a fighter who is very kind of like, she doesn't like fighting very much, and she's now owns her own severed stone arm and may or may not be getting a bit weird.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe. Can you turn the gain up on your mic just a smidge?
Yep. Hang on.
In the meantime, Gabriel, can you put down your Nutella and tell us who you are?
Yes, sorry, that's actually
Is that better?
That's better.
Well, potential with a meal. Anyway, my name is Gabriel. You might also know me as Chucky. 616. Besides that, I'm playing Sinbad Greenbeard, the half-orc fighter, who has a very thick pirate accent that nobody seems to understand. I think that's kind of like the gist underneath my character. And he has a harpoon and a longsword. And his dream is to build a ship and go back on sea.
Nice. And Simon, who are you and who are you playing?
I am playing the human fighter. So we're all fighters. So
Fantastic.
yeah, I know, right? His name is Alejandro. He has long, flowing, curly black hair, with brown eyes, very tall, quite handsome, muscly. He likes wrestling, yoga, and he carries. He has armor. He fights with armored gauntlets.
Yes, we know all about him and punching, right? We know what happens when you punch people, right? Yeah.
He likes to face people.
I might have punched a ghost that was not a ghost.
You might have.
I might just have broken his neck.
No. I think you decapitated him. I think.
No. It was broken. It was an eternal.
I mean, it was like a Superman punch, pretty much, and like it kind of like it was got. Back.
Yeah, it was an internal decapitation. Don't Google it; it's horrible.
Yeah. The ghost who is not a ghost did not. Well, became a ghost. You turned a fake ghost into a ghost.
The music is very loud.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
In fairness, he was kind of a scumbag, but
He was a scumbag.
He didn't deserve to die, but you know.
Hey, he made us look like idiots. I would have cheerfully murdered him, but no, actually, well, okay. One of my characters, yeah, okay. My current character would not have cheerfully murdered him.
But you would have murdered him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Simon, I have a question for you. Does Alejandro do normal yoga, or does he do like acro yoga?
He does hot yoga.
Or hot yoga? Like what type of yoga? Because there's a lot of yogas out there.
Hot yoga.
Well, I mean, I think it's like, I mean, it's kind of standard though, like you know, very. But I'm focusing very much on like, you know, positive vibes. It's a, you know, it's more,
is it
you know,
like a solo sport, or are you like yogaing with other people and getting each other into different positions? Or is it like practicing on your own?
Like I'm thinking that, well, like whenever I'm not, you know, out adventuring, that's pretty much what I do. You know, in the downtime, pretty much. Like I get people to feel good about themselves, feel confident about their bodies, and like creating a good vibe. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So, we start off like we do every time in Shenanigans. Desmond is currently.
Roll 20 thing.
Oh. Desmond is currently ushering out this filthy, dirty bard who's like covered in soot and yelling at him to get out and stay out and not track soot through his bar ever again. And in the background, you can hear someone telling another Lasombra story that you don't quite hear, but there's someone making a joke about it. You guys are a little bit focused on what is before you. If you all remember, oh god, what was the cat's name? What was the elven cat's name? Aristotle.
Aristotle, yes.
If you all remember Aristotle, the elven cat.
I think it's actually only Alejandro knows Aristotle. That's it.
Well, then
We haven't met him
before.
Alejandro has brought her before you guys because Aristotle has just given birth to a litter of kittens, and you have her in a little box.
And what, sorry?
Now, for those of you that don't know who Aristotle is an elven cat, which is a very special subspecies of cat. They are.
Can cast spells.
I will fuck you up,
Yes.
basically.
They're super smart. They cast spells. They can basically kill like a third level fighter, like on their own. But they're the size of a house cat.
At this point right now, at this point
I'm a third level fighter. Don't say that.
At this point right now, a lethal encounter with Aristotle would be like the if we want to fight it.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. It's.
Very hard encounter.
So are you saying like we have her in a box? Like
I'm saying that you came across Aristotle hanging out, giving birth to a litter of kittens. Or actually, you don't just come across her hanging out. She let you know ahead of time because everyone else is gone. None of the rest of the party is in the bar. She let you know that it's time for her to give birth, and she wants a room at Shenanigans to herself. And then after everything was done, she's like, all right, if you want to like hang out and see my kids for a moment, I'm going to show off. You can take us downstairs and hang out in the bar, but, the kids got to go to sleep soon. So the three of you are down there ignoring the Lasombra story because before you is a litter of elven kittens.
Okay, Dell's just going to be like...
I'm just going to be looking at it.
I think we like this.
yeah,
I think all of us are kind of like that. Even
Dell's just gonna be like, with one finger, just being like, tiny kitten. And
Just wait a little bit because I might have told them that it's just not the usual.
The cat talks by which you take.
It's like emotion. It's like it gives ideas in head, kind of like sensory.
No, I think it's ritually. It speaks to you like.
It's not so much like a conversation, but she will insert thoughts or memories into your mind to talk with you.
So would you say like she's a very protective mother? You could say like if you come close, will she give the answer? But like no, don't don't.
I mean, you just get the impression from her that she'll rip you to shreds if you do anything wrong to her kittens. But before anything happens, I would like you all to give me intelligence checks. And because I've been thinking about this entire time, I am
so smart.
I really enjoy Gabriel's camera positioning, actually, because you're a half-orc, right? And we can only see half of your face. And I think this is perfect. I think you're hiding your orcish half, and it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, can I get intelligence checks from the whole party? D20 plus your intelligence score.
Right.
Here we go.
Oh, God, Sinbad, saved it.
Nope. You didn't pick a good party for this.
Well,
I'm still like
Neil,
we had a guy like this on the ship. Her name was Scruffy.
Okay, all appears totally normal and fine. What would you like to do with these elven cats? You can look at them, you can play with them, you can do whatever you want. Well,
If they're newborn kittens, I'm just going to gently stroke one because you know.
So
Well,
when will you tell us when their magical abilities will like burst out because they can't control them? Is that and like sets fire to the whole tavern?
I'm like, well, I mean, is this the safe place to have him? There are a lot of drunks in this place. We should maybe put him in a room somewhere.
I mean, if Aristotle think this is a good place, you should trust Cat. She's very smart, smarter than Alejandro, because Alejandro is a dumbass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like look. I look at Aristotle and I say, "Matey, Cat, if you want a room here."
You say that to Aristotle?
Aristotle. Yeah.
What's
Question.
her intelligence?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably better than mine.
You get a. She kind of licks her paw, looks up at you, and this is normally the point. Well, actually, you've never talked with Aristotle before, so you get this kind of image of an open, empty field in your mind. It's like a clear sky and maybe some tall grass, but really nothing else around. It feels just very empty.
Okay, it feels like. Well,
it feels like this is what the fuck you're saying.
it doesn't feel like. I don't know. I don't think he wants to stay here. Do you need any help getting to the hill?
I just say like it's a she, because you don't have.
I haven't checked.
Well,
Look, kittens generally mean she. All right.
Or it might have been a father and the mother abandoned her.
She
Look,
kind of
you
audibly
You
growls.
see the kitten suckling, right? That's what they're doing there. Yeah.
now you made upset.
All three of you get the mental image very briefly, and you're very glad when it disappears, of an enlarged Aristotle and a lion mating. It just slips into your head and disappears.
Oh shit! I know how this happened. Oh fuck!
And I think Alejandro remembers the time that they encountered a lion, and Aristotle got along with it very well and distracted it for the party.
Yeah, that actually happened.
Well done.
But the other two of you are kind of like, what the hell? A cat and a lion? Without any
I'm like,
prior understanding.
I'm just like.
I'm starting not to like this cat too much.
Ooh, no.
So they might grow to be very big as well. It's like an elven cat lion combination.
Elven lions. That's.
Not dangerous in
go-
the slightest.
I kind of go to. I want to find Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Desmond, you know this cat here? Is this familiar to you?
You mean Aristotle? Yeah, that's the song.
Kitten.
Jill's cat. Jill's cat. Yeah.
Jill. Yeah.
Jill. Don't know what Jill. Anyway.
Yeah, she's gone. She's not around right now. She took Crewbarb in the cart and took off.
Alejandro very sad.
Anyway.
Like Jill very
the cat seems to want to go to a hill somewhere. I can like describe the hill that I saw. Anything around there like that? Like around here?
A plain, empty hill
Probably very many of those.
with no trees and just kind of grass. Yeah, I think I saw one actually. If you go east, like 45 miles, and take a right at the desert, you'll meet it. You'll see it.
Wait, you want to take the cat and the kittens to the.
I don't want to do anything.
There's a desert 2 days from here.
No.
I was like, what?
If you look at the map, the east takes you into the forest.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So I'll just sort of absent-mindedly say to the cat, so how is motherhood then, anyway? How is motherhood?
You get this
Not
image
really.
of just being completely exhausted with no time to clean up.
It
Anyway.
reminds me of my mama, Maria. We're many siblings, so you know.
I'm glad I never got married sometimes, I really am.
No, we're running low on money, guys. Now, besides the cat thing, which is cute enough, but running low on money. What do we do this week?
Pieces of what?
Honey! I take out like a golden coin, I kind of bite it. Need!
No, you can't eat that! No. No.
The music grinds to an abrupt halt. It stops like
We
mid-song.
all look towards the entrance.
Standing in the door is a gorgeous elven woman. I'm talking like 18-50 hotness. Like just, you know, drop dead. People are slack jaw looking.
Oh dear. Guess Alejandro has put on his game face.
Sinbad's basically like in a Tom and Jerry movie. Like his jaw is on the ground. He's trying to just gather it up.
Dell's just like, oh, whatever. Dell's, he doesn't get it.
So okay,
If it was a dude, she probably wouldn't get it either, so, you know.
No.
she just stands in there like really, like,
Well, it looks
everything
like
is so
she's...
silent.
And it kind of sounds like she walked in the door, and then everyone turned to stare at her, and she's just kind of like calmly taking in the situation, waiting for people to go back to their business so she can go about hers. Eventually,
It's like that point in the movie, like everyone like
More
just stares
interested in
at the
kittens.
good, like at the like very the gorgeous girl coming into the room, like everyone like, stares and watch, like everything goes
It's
slow
like,
motion.
choo, couple of pints smash on the floor.
eventually, the crowd picks back up, and Desmond comes out from behind the bar, like dusts himself off, throws a look over his shoulder towards the kitchen, and walks up to the woman. There are a few tables over from you, and once the noise picks up again, you can't quite hear what's being said over there.
I mean,
I kind of like make my way over there with Desmond. See what's.
Okay. You hear Desmond saying, "Well, I would love to take you myself, but I have a business here, and I could shut down for a day or two. Well, maybe not. And he's just all thumbs, like he's putting his foot in the mouth.
I got a couple of drinks, like some wine for her and like an ale for me, and I just kind of sit down next to her, and say, "You want something to drink, darling?"
I just go like, "Hello there. What is your
The
name?"
other side.
I'm gonna just be like, oh no.
My name is Sylvanus. And what is yours?
I'm Sinbad.
I am Alejandro Carlo, son to Matteo Alejandro Carlo.
I see.
So, what you in town for?
Desmond gives you a gruff look and says, "You should speak more politely to such a lady."
Yeah,
I am.
Sinbad.
I haven't called her matey yet.
Sinbad, take a drink. Go away.
It appears that
I can just do this to my hand.
Sylvanus here is trying to get to Kirschwick. It's not far. It's 40 miles or so, maybe 2 days, 3 days out through the forest,
I mean,
just to the north.
we're looking for a job. We're pretty good bodyguards. Heavy armor weapons. We can do our job right. We can take you to Kirschwick.
Well, that would just be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? she says.
As my rash companion says, we can certainly escort such a fine lady as yourself to this town.
Well, it's not just me. It's me and my husband.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And I go, and I inside, I'm just like crying like a little. But like, I'm trying to be very, outside. I'm trying to okay, your husband, right?
Give me a charisma check to see if you can keep the stone cold businessman face.
Okay.
It doesn't like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I'm pretty charismatic. I'm not very
smooth.
intelligent, but
You're totally
pretty
smooth. Yeah.
yeah.
Sinbad is kind of like,
wonderful.
man, husband, okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. 1+. I don't mind the guy in bed. This guy kind of like that face.
There's a face for that?
It's kind of like.
Apparently.
I don't get phased by that. Like her saying, husband or boyfriend. It's like, yeah, well, okay, cool.
Okay.
No, nothing changes. My plans are the same.
Nice.
I'm still just like I'm sort of listening in, but just like more engrossed with the kittens and just like, just.
She says politely, are the two of you quite enough to protect us on the road?
I'm with him as well.
Yeah, her.
Oh, why hello there. And she starts to walk
Eleonora.
over to you.
Oh, hello, dear. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Quite well. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh my. Is that what I think it is? She says, looking into the box of kittens.
I go like, yes, it's elven cats, yes.
Aren't they adorable? Oh, look at their little faces and their little noses. And,
Maybe you can help us. It's trying to tell us something, but we don't necessarily get it. It wants to go somewhere.
I see. Could
She an elf?
the woman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She puts her hand on Delanor and says, do you think I could speak to you outside for just a moment, dearie?
Yes, certainly. Yes, okay.
Oh dear.
I just sit down.
Lady problems. Okay.
Give the wine to.
Yeah, I'll go outside with her. Yeah.
She takes you outside, where you see a tallish man draped in a long cloak with his hood up, standing nearby. You can't discern any features from him, but you presume this to be her husband because she walks towards him with a very familiar air to her step. And she says, are those kittens for sale by any chance?
I wouldn't know. I'd assume you'd have to talk to the owner or possibly the barman, or possibly the cat. She seems very opinionated about her babies, so.
Well, as one would
They are
be.
mine, I'm afraid. Yes, obviously. But yes, I have no say in what happens to the kittens, I'm afraid.
Most unfortunate. We would be willing to pay on the order of 100 gold per kitten if you could arrange a transaction.
Again, I'm afraid that I personally, they are not my kittens, and I'm not the owner, so I could not, in all good conscience.
Do you know where we might be able to find the owner?
Well, I think the original owner left. I think the cat just lives in the bar now. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. I'm
So
afraid.
without an owner...
Oh no, they have an owner. She's just not here at the moment.
Oh, left as in...
Guardianship, sort of.
Gone for the weekend.
I'm not
see.
sure how long she's gone for, to be perfectly honest with you. But
I-
as I said, I couldn't in good conscience sort of like condone the selling of kittens without the owner being there or confirmed to have like put the cat in somebody else's care.
Of course. She nods over and over again. Well, that is a shame. Perhaps I can leave my contact information with you, and when the owner comes back, if they can make it the trip to my place, to where we live, perhaps they would be interested in selling their kittens. Where the hell?
Certainly. Well, certainly if you leave the contact details with me, I'll make sure it gets to the appropriate person.
She gives you a broad smile and says, thank you. My husband and I were hoping to leave tomorrow morning. We were going to rest here for the night. Where the hell?
Certainly.
You know, I can't find a listing in any of these books for an elven cat. How the hell did he buy an elven cat?
I don't know. I think Robert's character creation of Joe took about in the order of a week, if I remember correctly. He went through 7 different books.
He bought that cat. It wasn't
Yeah.
like someone he
Yeah,
like
No,
knowing.
he bought it at first level.
Like he managed to do, he managed to do a point system in order to buy an elven cat at level 1.
You're way too nice, Neil.
No, he did it by the rules. Like Neil just said he could use all the books, and Robert did it by the rules.
I said if you can find it in the rule books, it's legit. And I made a mistake because I forgot that Rob has access to like all the books and knows them all backwards and forwards, and just like paged through everything carefully and built a spreadsheet and just like min-maxed his characters to hell. He's
Okay, so
he's a bard, and bards get a shit ton of points on the system.
So he's the one who can like find out like, okay, so buy that like at that like with that item I can get that item later, and like at level 2 I can be a dragon.
Yeah, that's Rob.
Kinda like,
I mean, he literally bought a cat that could TPK the party for the first 4 or 5 weeks we've been playing of Shenanigans. Like literally, he could kill us all. If Neil was pissed off, Aristotle starts attacking you.
Well, she's strong. She's maybe not quite that
She
strong.
banged a lion. She's strong.
She has a spell that makes her grow many times her size. It's kind of imposing.
And very sharp implements on all her paws and mouth.
Yeah.
And most
I feel
spells
very
like
bad
that.
for Aristotle because like to have like because like she must have had a very hard birth to give birth. It must have been very hard for her.
Well, unless, of course, she used to spell
Unless she was like enlarged like all the time.
Used to spell to make you grow while you're giving birth, and whoop, easy as pie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like that's actually so.
Well,
You
see,
should implement that in modern science.
then you run into the question of do the kittens inside of you grow?
Well, no, because the kittens are different, and the spell only affects the user.
Yeah, but at that point they're still kind of.
Kittens count as part of the mother or not? Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
Depending when you use it.
But then we get into the weird arguments. Please, let's not go there.
Yeah. So for the time being, we're gonna say there was no enlargement needed.
Yes.
These are magical
obviously not.
creatures. She gave birth very
not
easily.
even for the not even for the male. He didn't even enlargement because he was alive.
Anyway, the woman outside, Sylvanas, smiles, thanks you, and says, "Perhaps I will meet you here tomorrow in the morning, and you can take the 2 of us to Kershwick then."
Yes, certainly.
Good. Thank
Be
you.
happy to.
She gives you another broad smile and a short, polite bow. Takes the
Also,
cloaked figure
bow politely.
by the arm, and the 2 of them disappear down the streets.
Odd woman. Oh well. I'll go back inside and tell everybody else what happened. And she was offering to buy the kittens. I don't think we can, in good conscience, sell them though, can we?
Belong. Well, Aristotle
No.
belonged to Jill, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind
I'm
of.
assuming that Aristotle would probably take it quite badly if her kittens were sold. Yeah.
And they're like
Aristotle, would you want your kittens sold?
Yeah, I kind of go to Aristotle and say, yeah, like, this woman
Aristotle,
offers to
do
buy
you
your
do you
kittens.
want your kittens taken from you forcefully, like
Yeah.
at their
Offered to buy your kittens
at
from
their
you.
infancy?
Yeah, she offered to buy your kittens from you, Aristotle. I assumed you wouldn't want that, but
I mean, yeah, you should tell her at least it's her decision.
If cats could glare, she glares.
Oh,
I
believe me,
think that's
cats
incorrect.
can
oh,
glare.
cats can glare.
Believe me, cats can
Why did
glare.
the front of my face just fall off? Oh god.
She steps out of the box, and then all of a sudden grows to be like 3 times her size. She's now the size of like a mastiff. She goes, takes the box in her teeth.
Hey, take it easy. We're not selling your kittens.
Don't worry.
She takes the box in her teeth and trots out through the front door.
I'm gonna follow her and be like, do you need any help, by the way?
You get no response. You just get like normal cat walking away from you response.
Okay, well,
Done
thanks,
or-
Aristotle, good
These
luck!
cats, by the way, are like a couple of days old at most. Right.
Yeah. So I'll just be like, good luck, Aristotle, take care of your babies!
So they wouldn't be able to like survive without their mother for at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If not
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Okay. Done
Like
or- About the job.
Probably.
Yes, yes,
3 or
she's
4, 5, maybe.
How much?
coming back. I didn't ask. Did I?
Oh God, damn
Did
it!
she tell me? Out of character. I've completely forgotten what she
Out of
said.
character, she didn't. I'm just like waiting.
All right. No, I didn't ask about money. Ooh, should maybe have done.
Yes, good idea.
Sorry.
I'm like drowning my like sorrows at the table.
Well, she's
she's not like here anymore. Like
She's an elf. I mean, they usually aren't that tricky. Gnomes are the tricky ones.
Yes.
No.
Well,
well, she tricked my heart.
Or maybe halflings. Was it gnomes or halflings that are the tricky ones?
I don't know.
I don't
was a
remember.
I think you're a tricky one.
Hey, what? Yeah, sorry, what?
No,
Me?
no,
Huh?
did not say. It was the beer speaking.
Ah, okay, cool. I just drink more.
Okay.
So Aristotle just fucks off.
Yeah, Aristotle GTFOs.
Yeah. Smart cat. I like her. Want to take my babies? Yeah, right.
We'll see if she comes back maybe later. But yeah, she is.
After the elves fucked off.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna sleep tonight and just prepare for the job tomorrow. Maybe get you said 14 miles away, Neil.
Yeah, it's about 2 days. You can roughly go 24 miles in a day, unless
Yeah.
you have a dwarf or a halfling or a gnome with you.
Do you want?
If you sort of like, okay, before we go to bed though,
I
was
would go to buy some supplies for the road, nonetheless.
okay. Delanora will be just there, sort of like she'll be just be in the corner of the bar working on something. And if you actually bother going over to look, then what she'll be doing is, with her stone hand, painting it very carefully to look like a real hand.
I'm just like, I'm gonna stop by your place, Lopez, just to ask you, like, going to the shop to get some supplies for the road. Do you want any rations?
What? I'm sorry?
Rations, road, journey. Food.
No. It's. I'm fine, thank you. Actually, yeah. Oh, wait. Yes. Actually, yes. Please, thank you.
I roll my eyes and I look at Alejandro. You want any?
What's the cost of a ration, Neil? Like to buy a ration? Is it a couple of silver?
I think it's a silver for a
God, I
ration.
think it's depends if you want rations that will go bad within a week or rations that are dried and will stay good.
I think.
We're going for the cheaper ones. I mean, like, we're just gonna be on this journey, like,
It's gonna be like
4
2 days.
rations for each.
A
That's what I'm gonna
week
buy.
of rations is 3 gold for a full week.
So for a full week for a person,
So
need a bit more than that.
7 days for 3 gold or 7 days for 30 silver.
oh no, that's perfect because it's 2 days for each. That's 6 days in total on each of us, and we have a bit extra. So that's 1 gold each, and we each have
What?
2 rations and a half. Well, rations for a week for 1 person is 3 gold. So that means that split between the 3 people, you have 2 rations and a half for each.
It's like
How many days is it on the
Math.
road though?
it
Oh, you
should
mean like that?
it should be
Oh.
2 days there and 2 days
For each
back.
of us. Yeah,
The
2
4 days. So we might as well get a week of rations each because it's not too bad.
I mean, we can just get a week of rations now, and after we get paid, we'll get more from. And because we're going,
I'll just be like, just get me a week of rations.
I nod my head. I look at Alejandro.
Yeah, whatever is fine. I go over to Delanora. Like, what you working on there?
Okay, I'm
What?
gonna buy rations for all of them then.
Oh, nothing. It's nothing.
What are you actually doing?
I'm painting my severed stone arm from other universe me and painting it to look as realistic as I can. And
Did
perhaps
something happen the last episode that I wasn't aware of? Or
yeah. Oh yeah.
Or hunger cut off, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, last I kind of got turned to stone by a basilisk, and then yeah, and then
Rob turned back time.
turned back time using the time warp.
What?
But because basically the basilisk ate most of me, but he managed to escape with my arm, and then turned back time, So then, like, there's now sort of like, and it was like an alternate universe thing. So then Delanor was still alive, but fully aware of what happened, and now has a stone arm from when she was stoned and eaten by a basilisk.
So okay, so your whole body was actually stone, but like you kind of like made it like you're actually like another.
No, yeah.
Another universe
Basically,
where like only your hand was.
Yeah, because Rob still had
Turned
my
to
hand,
stone.
but then he turned back time, but he still had the arm, and then
That's all
basically
timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
yeah, it's all a bit wibbly wobbly.
I mean, is his character? I mean, Doctor Who?
There was a certain amount of fourth wall breaking audience participation involved in this.
He
Okay.
bent the rules to the extreme,
Yeah,
as is typical with Rob.
but it was awesome.
I mean, why do we even play Shenanigans without Rob? Because I think that's the most Shenanigans I've ever heard of.
Anyway, don't worry.
Yeah.
Plenty of other things. I mean, you punched a ghost. All right. That's
Okay. Well, ghosts
We
are not, I
punch ghosts, we
suppose.
turn back time, we cart around severed limbs from alternate universe.
Eric got eaten by a giant plant. I mean, weird things happen.
Yeah, and Chucky, is got eaten by a slug, and things like
Yeah,
that.
and burned down a bunch of barns, and
And babies were destroyed.
Yeah.
you guys slaughtered a bunch of kobolds, and kind of there was some.
And we went into an alternate universe where like hobgoblins are like a one weird gnome.
Yeah,
that
there's
was
like
a riot.
portal jumping. There's weird shit going on around this town. Now that you think about it, a lot of weird shit goes on around here.
Ghost punches.
Yeah, a lot of weird shit goes on here.
By the way, didn't you like knit me a hat like at the end of the first?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Well-
she knits.
What does the hat look like? Do you remember? Because
It's probably some sort of like like Firefly Jane style thing. It's probably something along those lines. So it's it's like fair. Only man who ain't afraid of nothing wears a hat like
Oh
that.
yeah. What a man! Man, Jane. Oh, that one. I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
glorious. I shall wear that. I should wear that on my head.
Yes.
Cool.
Bloop.
With a little bobble on the top, because why not?
Hero of Canton.
Exactly. Chucky, you bought rations.
Yes, I'm gonna buy 2 weeks of rations.
That should be 6 gold.
6 gold. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
6 gold?
Just
I-
put it on your
Yes.
character sheet.
Then I'm gonna give 1 week of rations to Delanor and ask for the money.
Delanor, please give him 3 gold.
Yep. I should give you
And-
3 gold to check.
And
Okay, and
write
then
on your
I'll give-
character sheet 1 week of rations.
And then I'll give like half of the other week of rations to Alejandro.
Okay, so how many days are that?
So that's 3.5.
3.5 days.
Okay. I'll take the half one whenever I feel a bit munchy. I'll just take that out. It's like
That's your traveling food. Ooh, look. An extra apple.
That's gonna be
like half a biscuit. Oh no.
1 gold and 5 silver.
Okay. Do you want that from me? 1 gold.
Yeah, 1 gold, 4 silver. That's
Okay. 1 gold and 3 silver.
5 silver.
5 silver. Okay. I'll mark that off. Cool.
Well, we should be good now. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep. See you guys in tomorrow.
All right. You guys all go to sleep, and the sun sets. The whole tavern
My
passes
arm
out,
up in bed beside me.
and you all wake up the next morning. Shenanigans is fairly quiet. Nobody plays in the mornings. Everyone's kind of waking up. The so-called hardcore heroes or hardcore veterans are all just hanging out, hungover from the previous night. The super hardcore people don't drink, and so they're fine in the morning. Just the pretenders are hungover. The 3 of you meet downstairs. And is there anything you'd like to do?
Just breakfast and then meet up with the gang.
I have a nice bowl of healthy porridge in the morning. Just this is lovely. It's probably not even got sugar on it.
Probably
Nope.
not.
You got a
Maybe-
little.
maybe-
You got some raisins and a little
butter.
cinnamon.
Yeah, well, not even cinnamon. No, she eats like really boring and things. It's just,
Oh.
yeah.
Not even butter.
Butter in your porridge?
Some people have that, I think.
Yeah.
Cultural differences,
It might even
man.
be salted porridge, actually.
Ah,
it might even be salted porridge.
Personally, I don't. I mean, porridge, like jam or something.
Jam. What?
I've almost never eaten porridge. Like it's a very weird thing.
Porridge is basically oatmeal, yeah.
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 Oatmeal.
Yeah. A little bit of
Like-
brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon.
See, that's how I have it. Well, not cinnamon, but brown sugar or golden syrup's nice. But you can totally have salted porridge as
Golden
well.
syrup is good. Golden syrup is good.
I do raspberry jam.
Hey, different folks, different strokes. We're all strange people.
Yes. Anyway, come on, let's go. We need to also figure out the paying thing because we're not doing this for free.
Sorry,
The
I just.
No, I'm not. I'm literally not getting any passive aggressive towards you. I'm just like stating that as a random fact.
Well, we better wait for
But
the
you come
elves
off
to
as
turn
passive
up.
aggressive because you're
you're a half-orc pirate.
Yeah, the half-orc pirate is just so like honest with people. He doesn't get the concept of passive aggressive. He doesn't know what it is.
He's a pirate. He's just aggressive, right?
Yeah.
aggressive, or just pirate.
So you guys are waiting around, and after an hour or so, Sylvanas shows back up. She steps inside. The taller man, he's like 5'9". She's 5'3" or something. She's
Hey
fairly
there.
short, but she's an elf, so that's about the right height for elven females.
Do you guys want any breakfast?
No, thank you, she says with a polite smile on her face. That
One thing before we go on. What's the pay for the job?
2 days of protection detail. That should be no more than 30 gold, right? 15 gold a day seems like a reasonable
15
rate.
gold. Oh, 15 gold each a day, or
Total.
there's three of us though. 10 gold a day, surely.
No, she means 40. She means 30 gold total for us.
Oh,
getting,
right, per
10
person.
gold
Okay.
each. Yes, that's enough. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
No,
That should
like
be alright.
like total, like we're getting the 30 gold.
It'll be 10 gold per person by at the end of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Good.
Good. Her husband, who she has the arm tucked through the crook of the other arm, is still shrouded in his traveling cloak. By the light of day, you can see that it's not actually black. It's just kind of a dark brown. The hood is also pulled low and his head is bowed. You can't make out any details of him whatsoever.
I like to be very polite and like I want to go and I want to shake his hand like, hello, my name is Alejandro.
He's holding her arm with his right hand. It's like his arm is she's got her hand through his arm, so he can't really like move his arm to shake with you because it's they're linked at the arm, and it would be very awkward for him to shake while the arm is crooked.
Then I don't like extend. I
Right.
like hello, my name is Alejandro. Just a little courtesy bow instead.
He dips
like-
his head slightly.
Also, lady, we talked to Aristotle. Don't think the cats are for sale in any matter.
Well, I would give them a wonderful home. Perhaps
I don't doubt it.
the owner would be willing to part with the kittens and the mother.
Well, we'll see about that. But the kitten's still little, so perhaps needs a couple of weeks with the mother.
Of course.
You know.
I will pass on my contact information when we get to Kershwick.
Sounds good.
There.
Well, we finished up here. Do you have any mounts, or do you want to do this on foot?
She gives a half smile and looks from Delanora to Alejandro and goes, "No, I don't think we're bringing any mountains with us."
He.
Mounts, horse.
He.
I don't know what he's saying either.
We
I'm
cannot
very-
understand him sometimes
Yeah.
either, but he means horse or cart. Horse and cart.
Something to travel on, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
I just go start drinking.
we will be traveling by foot.
Okay. I like a nice walk in the woods.
Okay, let's go then already. I'm gonna
It's nice.
pick up my harpoons.
I'll carefully pack. I'll carefully sort of like make sure my arm is wrapped and sort of packed in the bag properly, and shoulder my rucksack.
You guys get up and out of town. Berkshire is sleepy at this time of day. People are getting up, starting to move about, but it's Sunday, and so everyone's taking their time. In fact, the bar was, what's his name? Borscht Thunderbowls was there to make you guys food, but Desmond's not even in. Neither are any of the other people that work at the bar.
Yeah, that's the orc I arm wrestled with the very first episode I was in.
Gotta love the orc, the half orc, full orc, yeah.
Full orc, yeah.
Anyway, you guys set off down the road, and it is a pleasant day. The birds are chirping, the sun is out, it's streaming in through the trees, giving these nice, like, long shafts of light. It's been a while since it's rained, so there's just enough dust in the air to, like, see these wonderful sunbeams flying through. And it feels like you've got a chance to stretch your legs and everything's going great. You get...
Bill's just like, this is lovely. Oh.
It's quite lovely.
You
I
get
say
about-
with my little Jane hat on.
I burr proudly.
Lovely.
I like all the time along the way, just to ruin the mood. He just
Yes, it's like whenever the moment is getting too like pristine, I just tap my chest and it's like a big burp coming out, like a big echoey burp.
I just give him like the really look, like no.
What? It wasn't me. You can't hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
Better out than in, I suppose. Yes, indeed.
You get about 5 miles from town. You're thinking about taking like your morning brunch stop. It's been like an hour and a half, 2 hours since you left. You're all stretched out and warmed up now. And just as you're beginning to get ready to stop, I should mention before this that you notice the shrouded man who has not said a word this entire time and kind of keeps with his arm on the woman has a slight limp to him. It's not super strong, but it's definitely there. He's definitely limping a little bit as he walks.
I'll be asking, I will ask him on the way. Hey, matey, what's up with your leg?
Oh,
Like
have you got a
something?
blister? Oh dear, I've got some cream for blisters in my pack if you want. I new boots sometimes they get a bit.
The woman says, "It's an old war wound. Never you
I'm terribly
mind."
sorry. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Say no more.
Oh, what war did he fight in? What war did you fight in, sir?
We elves are long-lived. The war far surpasses any memories your kind would have had of it.
Oh,
Oh well, perhaps you tell
Yeah,
me about it.
I have a lot of war
ancient-
wounds as well.
Fascinating.
This is from a shark. I can lift off my shirt and I show the bite of a shark. And it's like, I've actually seen yours once.
Ew.
you should show him yours. You show him.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Show me yours. I'll show you mine.
She smiles and goes, "Oh, what a horrid wound."
Yes. I wrestled him for a full 30 minutes before we managed to break apart.
You broke his heart? Oh, you bastard!
I tried to
Poor
break his heart.
poor little shark Kohai. I mean, he was like, senpai noticed me.
The woman blushes deeply at this.
I started
Anyway.
laughing.
It's around this point, as you guys are all walking together, bantering back and forth, when the cutest little bear cub comes pawing down the road to you, like fumbling down the road straight at you guys, eager to run into your arms.
What?
Don't touch the bear cub. The mother's probably around. That wouldn't be good.
Is this the episode where all the cute things happen?
Yeah, I think I see the theme for this episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Don't touch the bear cub. Do not touch the bear cub. No, bad, bad.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of just like take a piece of bacon and I throw it to the side for the bear.
You mean out of your beard? You mean you take out the bacon out of your beard? Because I guess
I have some beard.
Yeah.
It has no difference.
I was saving this for later.
The bear cub has found something it wants even more than bacon, and it goes right for the cuddles with Alejandro.
Oh.
I prepare my net. I believe that something bad's gonna happen. I'm not.
Do you throw the net on the bear cub?
No. I prepare my net.
Okay.
But by that I mean, if a rampaging mother comes running in, I'll be throwing a net on her.
Your fears are well-founded, ladies and gentlemen. Extraordinarily well-founded. Because with a horrific bursts from the tree line, a huge mother bear with a murderous intent on her face, rampaging towards you. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our first break, and we'll see if the party can survive the bear on the other side. Bye-bye, everyone.
No.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit.